The internet did its thing and took the license plate from the back of the SUV that transported Charlie Kirk to the hospital and found the VIN number and pulled the Carfax report, which tells us that this vehicle was first purchased in Utah on February 5th, 2025, just a few months before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And that date, February 5th, just sounded so familiar to me. And then it dawned on me, that is the exact date that the Utah FBI field office appointed their new director.
That right there is a very important piece. I'm going to let the video run, but I want you guys to keep that date in mind.
Now tell me, what are the odds of that? Especially since a GMC Yukon Denali is commonly used as an FBI vehicle at the local field offices. After the SUV was used to transport Charlie Kirk to the hospital, the captain's seats were removed and parts of the floorboard were stripped. Now, people are wondering why the SUV wasn't admitted as evidence, but as this person puts it, the SUV wasn't used in a crime, so there's no evidence in it.
So right here, the SUV was not used in a crime. When you're investigating a crime, you don't know what was used in a crime until you look at all of the evidence. So how can you turn around, and we're talking about the FBI, how can you turn around and say, all right, we can send this SUV off to the auction when it was a part of the crime? This is where most likely the majority of the blood, I don't want to say that, but he probably bled out in the SUV. So why in the world are you going to turn around and just get rid of evidence? So was the crime actually committed in the SUV? Because police themselves actually said that as they, seen the SUV going towards the hospital, they were able to see some type of struggling. But of course, it probably was them trying to resuscitate Charlie Kirk, right? But looking at all the pictures, they weren't supposed to be able to resuscitate him, even if they were able to. You know why? Because it was captain's chairs. So that means you got a chair right here, then a chair right here, and Charlie Kirk is like 6'5" or whatever, right? So his torso is up here, and then the other chair is all the way over here. Because if you been in the SUV, it's somewhat of a little walking path between the two chairs. So it's captain's chairs. So that means, and Candace Owens talked about this also, like his entire main part of his body, where his heart is, where you actually would try to resuscitate him, is in the middle. So if you start, doing all this, it will push him down between the damn seats. So because of this, why or how in the world could they try to resuscitate him? So because of this, and remember, Frank Turek said himself, we were in there banging on him. The other guys said the same thing, and I could play that too. Actually, let's play that. The thing about it is, there's a possibility that they actually inadvertently killed Charlie Kirk by trying to resuscitate him between two captain's chairs. So this means that the actual evidence, or the place where Charlie Kirk actually died, was the actual SUV, which means the SUV in particular was literally the scene of a crime. But let's just keep going, because I'm just thinking about this. I don't think, okay, think about this. The three areas, and let me know in the chat. And everybody, drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Let's do this, and we'll keep going on with the video. Where do you think Charlie Kirk actually died? At the tent when he first popped and fell over, in the SUV, or in the hospital? Let me know in the chat. Drop your sit in the chat. Let me know where you're at. But also, let me know where you think Charlie Kirk actually died. And if you don't think he died, say he didn't die at all. But out of those three different places, the tent, the SUV, or the hospital, where do you think he died at? If he actually died, I would say he actually passed away in the SUV and not the hospital, because I think they said in the hospital he was already dead. Some people are saying the tent, some people are saying the SUV. I think he died in the SUV. So if he died in the SUV, that is literally the murder scene, because it's a possibility that they are the ones that killed him with this stupid ass way of trying to resuscitate the man. Because I want you to think about this. Look at my seat, my arm things, right? This is kind of like how far away the captain's chairs, probably right here, right? So imagine me laying across these two arms. So say the captain's chair is right here and the other captain's chair is right here, right? And say I'm laying across this area. Do you see how much area would be just air? So imagine somebody trying to resuscitate me. Like Frank Turk said, we were wailing on him. We were banging on him. They're trying to resuscitate him. And your entire torso is just like flopping down. There's a possibility that they actually killed them inadvertently. And this is what's crazy. I think Charlie Kirk died in the SUV. And I actually think Charlie Kirk died. I want to say that because shout out to Jesse on Fire. He did an amazing breakdown on how and why Charlie Kirk is still alive. But I think he passed away due to the fact that if Charlie Kirk, and it's just my opinion, because I think Jesse on Fire did a great job, and because I was on his side. But the reason why I don't think Charlie Kirk is still alive, just to put this out there now, is because Turning Point USA is in so bad of shape. Like it's like ran by idiots. The company is falling apart. Even the things that Erica Kirk is saying, to this day, like it makes her look like an idiot. And if Charlie Kirk was still alive, I just can't imagine him being in the background running all of this. Because if I fake my death, right, and I have my girlfriend or whoever running my channel, and I'm still alive, and I'm just in the other room, I would tell her to do this, to do that, say this, to say that, don't say this, don't say that, don't show up looking like Janet Jackson, like you about to go on a tour and you're Janet Jackson. So it's a lot of things I would tell her not to do because you're looking stupid, right? Especially if it was my girlfriend or my wife, because I'm probably in the other room if I'm still alive, or I'm probably on the phone with her on a normal basis. So I would easily be in a position to tell her what to do, especially if she's running my YouTube channel, running the, Turning Point USA. And if you want to just look at what's going on with Erica Kirk, there's no way in this world you can say that Charlie Kirk, if he was alive, would be okay with how things are running and not tell her to do something differently, tell her to do something better. So yes, I thought I had thought that Charlie Kirk may still be, whatever, but the more I look at how stupid Erica Kirk seems to be and how stupid Turning Point USA is, like the writers are dumb, like the PR is dumb, like everybody at Turning Point USA are idiots. And I don't think Charlie Kirk was an idiot, because usually, the head of a thing is usually the smartest and everybody else is just kind of like just pieces. So that's the reason why I don't think Charlie Kirk is still alive. And because of that, it brings us to this conversation here. Did Charlie Kirk actually die in an SUV? And if Charlie Kirk died in an SUV, that means that SUV is literally the scene of a crime, because it's a possibility that they inadvertently killed Charlie Kirk. And if an ambulance, which was not there, would have been there, they could have, they actually would have had what they needed to actually revive him, because they would have had a gurney, they would have had the proper tools, they would have had they would have had everything in the ambulance. But the simple fact that there was no ambulance and they're in there having Charlie Kirk laying on captain's chairs, you can easily see that he probably died in an SUV. So I'm gonna back this up because I want to back up. So everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. All right, so let's do this again.
The internet did its thing and took the license plate from the back of the SUV that transported Charlie Kirk to the hospital.
And her name is WFF News. Shout out to her. WFF News. Make sure to follow her. She's excellent in this content game. WFF News.
Found the VIN number and pulled the Carfax report, which tells us that this vehicle was first purchased in Utah on February 5th, 2025, just a few months before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And that date, February 5th, just sounded so familiar to me. And then it dawned on me, that is the exact date that the Utah FBI field office appointed their new director. Now tell me, what are the odds of that?
So what I've learned, but by just doing all this research, is Utah state in particular, the state of Utah, has so much to do with this. And that in particular tells us so much that on February 5th, when they bought the SUV, it's the same day that the director got hired. Utah in particular is the melting pot for a lot of different things. I'll just say, yeah, Utah is sus. And Allie, let me see. Allie, I'm gonna drop the link if you got time to come up. I forgot to send you the link. Allie, if you got time to come up, I just dropped the link. If not, it's cool. But Utah is sus. And I'm going to show you some other reasons why I say Utah is sus. But the bottom line is, this is not just about the United States and Cash Patel. This is about Utah in particular. So let's keep going.
Especially since a GMC Yukon Denali is commonly used as an FBI vehicle at the local field offices. After the SUV was used to transport Charlie Kirk to the hospital, the captain's seats were removed and parts of the floorboard were stripped. Now, people are wondering why the SUV wasn't admitted as evidence, but as this person puts it, the SUV wasn't used in a crime, so there's no evidence in it. So then why not just get the car detailed? Why go to this length? The vehicle was then run through a car auction and purchased by its second owner to someone who lives in California. Now, somebody very, very close to me is in the auction car business and told me that is very odd to auction a car to somebody in California versus Utah where the car was, because the transportation fee would be astronomical. But it crossed state lines and then was inspected by Jessup Auto Plaza. The owner of that dealership just happens to be a retired United States Air Force captain. Now, there's a lot of weird things going on with this Denali, including the license plate that has the number 33 in it. What I want to know is who first purchased this vehicle in Utah in February? And why was it stripped down and auctioned off to an owner in a different state?
So I have a video of one of the original people that first came out and said, "We got him." It took us 33 hours to actually, find the Tyler Robinson boy, right? And I have some information on Tyler Robinson also, right? Come to find out, oh, here's Allie right here. Hey, Allie.
Hey, I'm just preparing for a show, so can't show my video right now, but thanks for having me on.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I'm looking for the video. I forgot that I need to look for it. That the guy, because you remember his name, the guy that actually came out and said, "We got him," and it took us 33 hours. He actually was an actor for A&E.
Mike Smith.
What's his name?
Mike Smith.
Mike Smith. Yeah. So, and this is the reason why Utah in particular is a problem and not just Turning Point USA. So do you have anything to speak on about Utah? And I can look for this video.
Well, like, I mean, if I'll be very careful how I say it, but
yeah,
it's a club. It's very highly involved in the IHOP for many years. So I did a little Mormon live stream, and I dug deep into the history and the ties with overseas is crazy. They they have a river called Provo River in Utah. They changed it to Jordan River, which is in where, overseas. Yeah. And the reasoning why they wanted to do that is to connect the salt biblically to Utah to overseas. And I wish I could say the country's name, but yeah.
Just say the blue and the blue and white people.
The blue and white.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I really did a deep dive. They even have a park called Zion National Park. And it never was called that. Yes. I did a real deep dive in the Mormons, and I had a couple people come on my live stream, and I just said the ties. And there was this one, I can't remember his name. He was there a long time ago, like maybe 15 years ago. And he said the ties to overseas has been in Utah forever. So I'm thinking to myself, is this even Mormon anymore? Or is this just,
them IHOP, IHOPians, IHOPia. Yeah. Yes.
And then we can go back to blank, IA. I don't want to say the whole word, that they're very connected agents, and they will do whatever they can for the government. They'll lie. They'll just cover up everything. They're very tied to all that. Huge asset. Really suspicious place to do all this anyways, if it was staged or planned or whatnot. Yeah. But the Mormons and Utah State and all that has a lot to tie into this, as well does everything else in this case. As you know, we can't just cover one thing because it's massive. Everything
is together. And then, when you got the traffic lights, and I'm going to go down that rabbit hole a little bit too, everything is connected.
Yes, I completely agree. You want to talk about the underground stuff. It's I'm careful with what I'm saying on your channel because I don't want to say anything inappropriate.
Yeah, you're good. You know what to say. you know what not to say. It's cool.
Yeah. I did deep dives on the Rick Cutler thing and the Underground Railroad and, Tim Ballard and all that. That's ties to, like we've talked about before, Guatemala and all the things that he's done. It's all tied. It's all connected to everyone.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the elites.
So going back to the sheriff of UVU, not UVU, but the sheriff of that town, actually, he was an A&E actor, right?
Yes.
I can't necessarily find the video. I thought I had
I
it,
can
but
send it to you. I have
oh, you
it.
have it? Yeah. Because I have it, but the screen is probably something else, and his face isn't showing up, so I don't exactly remember what
You
it
want
was.
his picture too? Because I have a picture. You
Yeah.
can start.
Yeah. I thought I had that up already. I can't damn find it. But yeah, so here's another thing right here I want to share with you guys.
Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC.
So this is an example of how Utah has a lot to do with an underground group. Let's just say an underground group. All right, so listen to this right here. Shout out to DD Got a Podcast.
The Tyler Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about Tyler Robinson is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC background. Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming the FBI is relying on are all ROTC photographers.
All the filming, you mean like filming the shoot on the roof?
Yep, the filming of the shooting on the roof where the guy jumps off.
And are you saying that Tyler was affiliated with these people?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, he's a member of the ROTC. He was in a club. I went to the club. It was the Buzzards and Bees Society. It was a military program using young men to try to compromise older men in the.
Now I got to stop right there because something in this video, I believe, got my video messed up. So I'm going to back it up a little bit so everybody can hear it again. But this is because I don't think I forgot what was in it. But listen to this again. This is what is going on in Utah. So this is bigger than just like, okay, there's a macro side of this and there's a micro side of this. So this is what's going on in Utah.
TC. He was in a club. I went to the club. It was the Buzzards and Bees Society. It was a military program using young men to try to compromise older men.
So right there, that right there shows you that the whole Tyler Robinson thing, we all know all of that is a cover up. But the reason why this is so covered up and the reason why things are the way they are is mainly because Utah has been doing something for decades. And this is the reason why Charlie Kirk was unalived in Utah in particular. So let's keep going.
In the missile, space, and defense business in Utah.
George, at what point do you start to
I'm just going to play it because I don't remember what it was. I'll take it out later.
suspect that something's off? Is it the same day? Is it a week later?
About an hour afterward. It wasn't necessarily the shooter and the 30-06 bullet and all that stuff. That came later. It was just what we call the rabbits. The white rabbit is usually something that you have to chase to send people off in the wrong direction. Right off that, I said, oh, military operation here.
See, when you have the local government working with the government, it's almost impossible to actually catch anybody because, like you already know, Allie, we see everything in plain sight. They're hiding in plain sight. But because the local government is working with the federal government to allegedly cover all of this up, we don't have a leg to stand on. Like, we can literally go out to Utah, whether back then or now, and talk to some people. And Allie, you already know everybody there probably look at us like we're crazy, like, huh? Oh, I don't know nothing.
Yes.
Because everybody in there like is LDS, Latter-day Saints. Like
when we did that video with
Go ahead.
Henry Dells, he was just like, we asked questions and you see what's going on online. I mean, he's on TikTok.
And he disappeared.
And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's all over.
Yeah. So put a 1 in the chat. You guys remember when we had the interview with Henry Dells, and Henry is the young man that was out there in the crowd, and he was very intelligent. And I think he talked to Charlie also. He just wasn't the last one, right?
Yeah, he was the first one. He was actually the first one to have a full-on debate with
Yeah,
Charlie, like
with Charlie. Yeah.
completely without interruption, because obviously Hunter didn't finish his debate.
Yeah.
So I think Henry Dell's, he had the full on debate, and that's kind of something to remember. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, he's very intelligent. I found the interview to be great. He was very open with
Hmm.
us,
With
and
some things.
and then you showed him the video, and he did kind of say midway through, he goes, "Well, this makes me feel like TPUSA might be involved," he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we had to show him, though. Do you see that? We had to show
Hmm.
him,
Yeah.
or else they don't see what
And
the
he was there. So it's like, how do we see these things and you were there? It's because that whole city, I'm not going to say state, but the whole city, I'm not going to say is in on it, but they have the same mindset. So there's something called staying on code. You ever heard of staying on code? Just the same.
like in reference to what? Like, are you talking about in
Okay, like
law enforcement or something?
okay, like me and you, we stay on code by not saying the word them. We say
Right,
IHOP.
right.
We say the blue state, right? So to a certain degree, that is a form of staying on code. Me and you and everybody else, Colin calls them Philadelphia, right? So
Yeah.
staying on code means everybody in a certain circle doesn't do this or does do this, right? So that is an example of staying on code, right? And everybody in Utah seems to stay on code when it comes to somebody asking questions involving Charlie Kirk. So the second somebody comes snooping around, somebody calls somebody, or somebody looks into any of this, it's automatically, I don't know what happened. I think Tyler Robinson did it, and that's all I know. That's kind of like staying on code. So it's like everybody in Utah has this code that they are going by, and they don't pull away from it because the whole city, the whole community stays on code.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're highly connected, and it's almost like we were talking about before, brotherhood, and
Mhm.
I don't
They
know if you
have the
want to
same
call it
tattoos.
cult-like, but I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, I did a little live stream on even, I don't want to say demonic, but it's like the Masonic part of it. Like there's so many Masonic centers,
Masonic.
clubs out there. Also.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah. And when I was doing one live stream, I'm looking at the actual the paving of the courtyard, right? How they paved it.
Working on Charlie
And
or down there
it is a
doing
symbol.
something.
It is a symbol. It symbolizes the paving, cemented. Cemented has a lot to do with the masons, the cementing of and the flower pots. So I went into a deep dive into that.
Wait, what?
Yes. The flower pots and the way they put the square, because they put little blocks there. They obviously paved it over, but they're blocks, right? And then they put the flower pots on top. I'll send it to you right now. You can bring it up on stage.
Okay.
But it's almost like the cemented. You know how she put the big banner, Erica Kirk? She put the big banner when they did AmFest. It said "Legacy Cemented." You know that picture?
Oh shit!
Yeah. And now, and then they paved over, obviously, but in Masonic, the symbolization of cement is the tools and everything is just, and the flower pots. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they put flower pots there. I said, okay, this is getting a little bit, and all the flowers are they're not even maintaining it. They're all dead.
Yeah.
So I'll send it to you, though. I did send you the Mike Smith and the A&E thing. I don't know if there's music in there. You might want to check it.
Okay. I think it's the same one I got, but apparently I erased mine. So let's see what happens. So here is the video of the guy from A&E, if I can find it, because I just uploaded it and I cannot find it. What in the hell? I hate this. Okay, so hold on. So let me keep going with this so I can find it, because everything I keep bringing up on my computer is not even showing up. Hold on. Give me a second. So my whole thing is, actually, let me show you this. Let me show you this, because you probably didn't see this. What do you think about this?
Lance Twiggs was at UVU that day.
Tell me your name.
I'm Wesley.
Wesley, tell me what you noticed.
Took way too long to answer.
Right. What's your name? Wesley.
And then I heard the shot. I looked over. I saw what I thought was smoke, and then I got out of there.
I mean, yeah, he kind of does look like Lance Twiggs.
Look at the jaw, dude. Looks just like the kid to me.
Yeah.
Also, what's interesting about that video, he says that he saw smoke. If there was an explosion, there would be smoke. They're just so sloppy with everything. They were both there.
I think they're both there doing some crazy shit. Lance Twiggs is making a bunch of money now. Baron Coleman covered that. Him and his family are on vacation. All of a sudden, he doesn't look like a furry anymore.
Or even trans. I mean, he just looks like just a guy now. And now Lance Twiggs doesn't even have to speak at the trial.
Oh, I know.
Come on, man. What do you guys think? Do you think that's Lance Twiggs in that video?
So what do you think about that? Are they reaching?
I mean, I did a little snippet video, and I seen the TMZ video of Tyler Robinson walking, and I saw the other video of him up in the stairwell, and I said his shoes are white. Now they said that they captured him because of his Converse shoes. The Converse shoes are like a navy, kind of dark navy color. And I said, well, how can he be walking by Phil Lyman's house? Now he walks by Phil Lyman's house. He goes up the grass, but his shoes are white.
Right.
And in the one in the stairwell, his shoes are blue.
Another color. Yeah.
So the law enforcement said that's how we captured him, because of his shoe. That was
they said that?
Yes, they did. They did. You see how much information it is? It's so much to retain, but my memory retains everything. I don't know what it is.
You actually remember every single thing, every single part of this.
I can send it to you now. And
send it to me.
It'll blow your mind. Yeah.
Hold on. I got the A&E video. I actually have to freaking look it up because it's a JPEG. That's the reason why it's not coming up. So you sent me an image. I thought this was a video. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this guy right here I have a video of this guy, but I can't find it. But it's actually a video of this guy, because this is the guy who came in and said, in 33 hours, we found Tyler Robinson, right? This guy is actually an A&E actor that played on it. He's an actor. And the other guy, the bald-headed guy, is also an actor. And of course, Erica Kirk is an actress too. So yeah.
Above that, I think I did send you the link. Did you get it of the video?
The link of the video?
It's above that thumbnail, like the screenshot. It should be there. It should say YouTube.
All right, hold on a second. Let me play the rest of this video. Somebody said play the rest of the video.
Do you believe that Doge is sort of equally as important or more important than the Egyptian planes?
It's because of the why. Charlie Kirk wanted to do the Doge. That Doge audit would have found the irregularities. That's the thing they feared, because there's massive corruption and this Doge is going to find it. They even offered him supposedly money from Bibi Netanyahu. And then this DuPont offers him supposedly $1 billion stock deal. Offer he can't refuse, but no Doge.
Apparently, Erica Kirk, tpusa, owned the fact that Tyler Boyer actually wasn't being honest. They've done other types of audits, but not what they call a forensic audit.
Now, to me, this is the obvious reason, what they call the smoking gun. There's malfeasance all over the place in the organization, and the top guy doesn't know about it, and he's going to do an investigation, and you're going to jail if that Doge computer comes in the door, and a whole bunch of people may be going to jail. If somebody is killed right after that, that's the first thing you look to as the smoking gun as the motive, and no one's done that.
This class action lawsuit, can you explain to us what's going on with that? What you sent to Mikey McCoy, TPUSA?
Class action comes about when the foundation no longer answers transparency questions to their donors. I don't want to hurt TPUSA. I want to get the cancer and the infiltration out of TPUSA, which is TPUSA Faith and Rob McCoy. And that's what I think Charlie was trying to do with the Doge audit. I will suspend the class action, not just me, there's 10,000 other people involved here. We have a donor list of over 500,000 people. I don't want to do that if they move ahead with the Doge audit. I just want people to raise the question of if
Photo from inside Charlie Kirk's SUV is creating a lot of speculation about what it might be and what that means for the current mainstream narrative. The top photo is inside the SUV that took Charlie to the hospital on September 10th. The bottom is a photo of an exploded lithium battery inside a plastic electronics case. And this is a piece from inside the SUV that could possibly have a USB icon on it.
In order to operate this microphone to a computer,
Shout out to Baron Coleman.
to capture audio on a computer in real time, it has to.
So, Allie,
Yes.
one, I was asking the audience before we go down that rabbit hole. I was asking the audience, where do they think Charlie Kirk actually died? Was it in the tent? Was it in the SUV? Or was it at the hospital? I think it was in the SUV.
Same. I think it was in the SUV. I think I commented, I think it was in the SUV as well. Because, you know, he could have still had a heartbeat
Yeah.
like they said he had. But
Yeah.
I think his actual death occurred in there.
So because he actually died in an SUV and they were, I was gonna bring up something else also, but as I look for that, them working on him may inadvertently have killed him. And if they actually killed him inadvertently, I'm not saying that somebody should go to prison for trying to help somebody and they inadvertently killed them, because how the SUV is put together, you know, because of the captain's chairs, there's no way in this world they could have even tried to resuscitate him, and them trying to resuscitate him could have been the reason why he died.
Right. Like, look at the way they were carrying him. They weren't. One was Brian Harper was holding his pants and his shirt.
His head was hanging and shit. So yeah. So the thing about it is, for them to get rid of that SUV, it says a lot, because I think the SUV in itself was the actual main evidence, because that's where he bled out the most. So let's get into this right here. Hold on. I'm gonna play the one that's not
Charlie's
funny.
blood. Yeah, all over my face.
Because the other one we're gonna be laughing.
Rip, and I had it all over our arms. And, from about here down was just.
Okay, so this is, of course, Brian Harpool, and he's talking about what happened in the SUV. Because my whole thing is, if we were to find this SUV, did they crush the SUV or we don't know? Because I don't think we know where the SUV is.
So, like, I sent you that stuff. I had a live stream. I had that guy that actually gave the pictures to Candace from the SUV. I just did a quick thing like I did with Henry Dells. You know, I messaged him.
Yeah.
He only had 100 followers on X, and I messaged him and I said, hey, in his comments, I said, hey, can you damn me? And he did, but I was live streaming. So he came into my live chat, and I had him up on stage and we asked him a whole bunch of questions. So he said that they grabbed the evidence in the car, in the SUV, they bagged it. He doesn't know for sure if they just tossed it.
Yeah.
But it seems to me they auctioned it off.
Yeah.
Already.
And they took the seats out. So that not only did they take the seats out, they auctioned the car off. And it's like, whether it was his necklace, whether it was the SD cards, they didn't keep any evidence of the crime scene. Of course, they paved over the crime scene. But the truck is, I think, the biggest evidence. So let's listen to this real quick.
Covered in Charlie's blood. Yeah, all over my face. My Rick and I had it all over our arms, and our from about here down was just covered. And
lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I just want to say that I'm really sorry for what you and your guys are going through with losing.
We're gonna try not to laugh.
And your friend, and also with everything that's coming along with that. Now you are a global private security contractor and trainer running your own company.
No, I'm not gonna go through this.
At least, well, it started before that with the intelligence gathering with rooftops. And you can see when Charlie got shot within 2 seconds. If I looked up and did a hand signal, pulling back away, and thinking, damn, this is bad. Like it's coming out. And
all right, so this is when he was in the truck.
I don't remember saying this, but the guys told me, and you can kind of see it on the video. I said, prep the car. And I just prep, and you see the two guys just take off.
Instead of prep the ambulance, you see that right there? They didn't say prep the ambulance. They said prep the car. Why was there no ambulance? What are you talking about? Prep the car. So that means they knew exactly which car that they were going to. So there was an assigned car. Prep the car. What car? I came in this car.
And what are we prepping?
Yeah, because think about that. Prep the car means what? And prep what car? Because they did not come in that SUV, or did they? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, they did. They came into that one.
So they came like, okay. But prep the car for what?
Maybe they went to the car and moved the seats back, and I don't know. That's what I was thinking, like when he said that in my mind just now. Like maybe they went there, opened up the doors, made room for him to put his body. Maybe that was the prepping. Okay,
because that just sounds crazy.
And that car's prepped in position, but what I mean, doors are open, I mean, the whole deal. And then so we're doing pressure control there, and it's a carotid artery, so you can't put a tourniquet on it, obviously. And in my head, I'm like, pack pressure pray, man. These are what you can do for that wound. But then,
you know what? I'm gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna lay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna lay across because I might look crazy. I'm gonna lay because I want y'all to see exactly how Charlie Kirk was laid across these captain chairs. Let's do this. If you want me to try to show you how Charlie Kirk was laid at, I need to get like 1,000 ones in the chat. Because I might break my own back by doing this. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to lay across the captain's chairs because I want to show you guys how stupid it looks to try to resuscitate somebody that is laid across captain's chairs. Okay? So everybody in the chat, drop a 1 in the chat if y'all want to see me play this out. It might hurt. I think it's gonna hurt.
Don't hurt yourself.
All right, hold on.
I'm on top, and then I told the guys we got exfil. We're all out here in the open. We're trying to give wound care. And
so the car is now moving, and he's on top of Charlie. And Charlie Kirk, he's 6'5", and he's laid across 2 captain's chairs with a huge amount of space between the captain's chairs.
And we got to get off this X. Right. And so, but I just said, we're exfilling. And so,
they're not in the SUV yet.
We got up, I think it was like 15, 16 seconds. The problem is direct pressure, right? So when you're in a medical deal and you've been in I've had these before on major accidents and GSWs, when you show up on calls, is you can't give direct pressure and move, right? In exfil. And you have to have counters, like giving CPR. You can't give people CPR like that. You have to have something. So it's like, hey, okay, well, let's just get in the car.
You can't.
Yeah, but then
you can't apply direct pressure to move either because it's the neck and there goes the airway.
Right. And so
and it's just it's damn near the worst.
And then like
place.
And you don't give first aid when it's raining on you still, right? Or this first shot, second shot, how many more is coming in? And I just said go. And we didn't even attempt to close it. I told Justin, go. So he takes off.
Okay,
right
so now they're in the car.
Across Frank Turek, and it just jumps in the back. And so he's a known. So I was like, yep, it's Frank, but I'm not going to fight him on it. Frank's there because Frank's hurting, and it's because
so Frank is in the back of the car.
It's one of those things where you have dead kids on calls and you're not supposed to let the crime scene be contaminated, but I'm not going to deny a parent the ability to come in and say goodbye to their child. And Frank's many times said that Charlie felt like he was his son. I'm not going to deny him that. All this is running. And so we get in. Charlie was a big man, long. We kind of laugh about it now.
We laugh about it now too.
But we get him in. And, but the door's not going to close. We know that. And I just said, go. And we didn't even attempt to close it. I told Justin, go, go, go. So he takes off.
Okay. So I'm going to do this, and I want y'all to not laugh at me if I fall on my ass. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to try it, and we're just going to see what happens, because I want y'all to see. Uh-oh, what just happened? Hold on, y'all. Just did something wrong. What just happened? I just hit a button. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. So this is literally how Charlie Kirk was laying across the captain's chairs. Okay. So there's one captain's chair over here, and there's one captain's chair over here. So I'm going to show you guys how dumb this looks for anybody to actually accomplish. All right. So I don't think this is going to work. All right, Alec, what do you think? This is going to work? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
It's going to move.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Unless you have something to hold the chair from not moving.
Right. I'm not going to do it. All right. So let's just listen, because y'all going to laugh and see me bust my ass. But I want to show you guys how crazy it looks for somebody to be in that position. Okay, so let's get back to this. All right, so let's keep listening.
Dan's already got the route done. We know that because we've done it. And so we take off in direct action. We get out onto the main road, and we're in a slick SUV, no light sirens. And so we're breaking our own intersection. Rick pulled Charlie across, and then I'm working off my kit. And you always, when you build a kit out like that, you build it to where the stuff you need the soonest or most important is on the outside, right?
Without us laughing, it just sounds normal.
And so all the bleed control is right here in front. So I'm just working out of the kit right there. And so I'm just, packing, pressure, repack. It gets saturated, take it out. You just keep packing on top of it. The problem is we're going down the road, and Charlie's so tall that his left leg is down in the door, and the door won't close. And so I'm on my knees with the door open, with my butt hanging out of the side, and I'm on my knees.
So I'm going to show y'all I'm going to show y'all this video. Then I'm going to show y'all the other video of how it sounds so terrible in the other video. But the thing about it is, this means that they killed Charlie Kirk in the car. So that's my actual point.
I didn't see any blood on him. Like, he said he had blood all over his pants and all over his lips, and
it wasn't even any blood in the car.
Not enough, no.
Doing the medical, and Justin's driving,
not even any blood in the stuff that they were using to stop the bleeding. It wasn't any blood.
Going 60, 80, 100. And Rick has me across the kit in my shirt so that I can use both hands to do the medical on. And
so you don't fall out of the fucking car.
So I don't fall out. And I just look at him, and I don't need to say, you got me. He's got me. I know he's got me. Rick's a brother. He's got the tattoo. And so I was like, he's got me. And so I'm just working medical.
He has the tattoo.
Frank's praying out loud. Rick's praying out loud.
Does he have a pulse at this point?
So.
There's no way.
In a situation like that, I'm not going to stop and take those.
I didn't know if somebody else had one.
No, and so I have SpO2 monitor there. I've got all the stuff for it. I could have put it on, but it's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
It's irrelevant to treating that wound, right? And so I've got to stop that bleeding. That's my primary thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so where he had a pulse then, it's unknown. The body's an amazing thing that can do things even when it's technically, destroyed. And so my concern is bleed control. And so I'm just, Rick's got me, Justin's driving, world's coming by. I'm working, I end up putting about 36 feet of dress.
36 feet.
36 feet.
It just sounds crazy. Okay, Allie, I just did it.
That's
why I cut the camera off.
You tried it? You tried it?
Yeah.
You didn't. Do you have like a stopper there for the chair?
No, I just tried it. So I'm gonna try it again. Okay.
You guys gotta put some emojis in the chat, like, I don't know.
I gotta drop some super chats or something for me to sit here and embarrass myself. But I did do it. But I did it. But the thing I want to show you guys is how this middle area, you cannot turn around and be working on somebody while they actually are in a position like that. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to do it. All right. Don't laugh if I fall on my ass. Okay. All right. So you ready, Allie?
Yep.
All right. So this is how Charlie Kirk was laying. So this side right here is one captain's chair right here. And over here is the other captain's chair. All right. So they bring Charlie Kirk in. All right, here we go. And Charlie Kirk is literally laying like this. Right here. Right here. There's no way in this world they can resuscitate him and be doing all this stuff here because remember, he's unconscious. He's just going to do this. And he's going to fall into the chair. So to a certain degree, I didn't fall. I didn't fall. But to a certain degree,
on his chest like that.
Right. They're talking about they're pounding on the chest, they're resuscitating him. There's no way in this world they can actually do that because they would have just pushed him onto the floor and his legs would have went up and his neck would have went down like that. So there's no way in this world that they could have actually accomplished that, which is more proof that one, they're lying, and two, they inadvertently killed Charlie Kirk in the SUV, which means three, the SUV was actually the murder scene. I'm just saying.
And so we get in. Charlie was a big man, long. We kind of laugh about it now, but we get him in, and but the door's not going to close. We know that. And I just said, go. And we didn't even attempt to close it. I told Justin, go, go, go. So he takes off. Dan's already got the route done. We know that. I've got to stop that to the hospital. I have no idea. But we get to the hospital.
So my point is this. The truck is the actual place where he died at.
Yeah,
and
we're never going to know what happened.
Right. And that's the actual problem. And I know you said you had to go, Allie, right?
Yeah, I have to go.
You good?
Soon. I gave you some stuff to look at.
Okay.
The TMZ video. It's quite interesting. Tyler Robinson's walking by. He looks like he has white shoes, and then the other video he has blue shoes. And it's a video you can share.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. There's a video there. It's very interesting because he walks, and then like that's where Phil Lyman's aunt's house is or something, and he walks right up the grass.
Phil Lyman said that wasn't his aunt's house, but he probably was lying. So it is what it is. But if I had something, if my family members was, because the thing about Phil Lyman, and I don't want to go down the Phil Lyman rabbit hole, but he's a part of them. And like I said, his job, and just like his family's job, is to stay on code. So I'm not mad at him for lying because he's supposed to lie, whether he had something to do with it or not. And think about this, whether he had something to do with this or not, his job, since he lives there, is to stay on code and still lie.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
definitely.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at those people, anybody in that city, to lie because their job is to stay on code. Shout out to Arwin, the glass from the Charles. Hold on. The glass from Charlie's phone is busted up. I don't think that's glass from the phone. I think it's glass from the actual mic, because phones don't break up like that. If you've ever seen somebody drop their phone, the screen just cracks. I've never seen a phone just like blow up.
And I need kind of more, because when I looked at the SUV and I seen somebody break a road mic, now we're talking about one road mic and it's small in your hands. There's too many fragments to make up one road mic. That's my only issue with that. And
I'm glad you said that, because Barron was saying right here that it was more than one road mic
on a computer in real time.
I'm
Oh,
glad you said
He has
that.
to have one of these.
I didn't
See,
even
this
know
is
he
on.
said that.
So listen right here. I'm so glad you said that.
Okay.
This is the receiver for the audio. You can see it's connected to my computer right now with a cord.
Two roll
a
mics.
C2C connection.
Make sure to follow Baron Coleman if you are not already, because he broke this down, and what you just said is literally what Baron said.
Doing this means my Rode microphone is attached to my computer. But this thing right here normally is connected to a camera or a computer. But if you are Charlie Kirk and you don't know much about microphones and audio and all that, someone convincing you that having this thing attached under your shirt right here is some new thing we're trying. We're going to capture audio differently. We're going to capture this audio differently.
And my question to you, Allie, because I haven't asked Baron this yet.
Yep.
Why would the other microphone be over there also instead of on the other side?
It wasn't. So there was one Rode mic that was on, where Hunter Kozak was speaking.
Yeah.
That Rode mic was there. And then there was one on Charlie. So I don't believe there was two in the SUV, because when you look at the aftermath, you see the microphone still there, and you see the Rode mic still, they taped it like ghetto version to the mic. So it's still there where Hunter Kozak was speaking. So there's only two. There's not like 3 or 4 of them. So from what when I'm talking to people online, there was only one Rode mic in the vehicle. And if they're carrying him, some of the fragments would fall as he fell to the ground. It would be in the grass. So I'm struggling with the amount, with the new photos that are out, the amount of fragments, how it can make up a Rode mic. That's all I have.
Saying that was the fragments of one Rode mic and not two, but one Rode mic exploded and the other Rode mic didn't explode.
What other Rode mic do you mean?
Well, this is what Baron is saying.
Well, there was only one that.
Hold on. Let's look at what Baron is saying. Because I don't want to go too far, but let's just play this first.
And it's just under your shirt right here. It's just under your shirt right here. What you'll notice is these things are constructed the same. They have the same glass tempered finish. They're the same size. They have the same sides. They have the same back. So if one of these was destroyed, you wouldn't know which one it is.
Keyword, which one it is.
Is it the Rode microphone that was up here under his shirt? Or is it something that was down here?
Yeah, he's talking about something else. He's talking about some other device. He's talking about something else was probably taped underneath his nipple part. I don't know. We don't know what it could be, but yeah, that's like, I think there was only one of those Rode mics on him. You can see Philip Goldsberry put it on him right near his shirt line, near his neck. Other than that, we really don't know what was under his shirt, because we don't know. We just don't know. We're just speculating now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get back to this right here. Where's the video? Because now we can move on. Oh, here's the video that you sent me right here. So here's the video you just sent me.
Yeah, watch him. His shoes are white. Watch when he walks. He's going to walk up the grass. Where is it going?
What made him go there? What made him stop at the grass?
That's why a lot of people think, like, Phil Lyman is, you can hear somebody in the audio too who clipped this, who cut it.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was right here. It's like they're,
you can hear it.
Right there. Right there.
Yep.
So it's like somebody's physically there listening or editing or something.
Yes.
You hear somebody's voice.
Yeah, I don't know. And I can't catch what they say. I can't catch what the person is saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that video, his shoes are white. And I brought up a bigger picture and sent it to you. Shoes are white. And the other frame, they have Tyler Robbins' shoes are blue. It's just everything doesn't add up. Everything is falling apart for them. Nothing is making sense. Nothing.
But I personally don't think anything is going to happen because of how tight knit everybody is. And it's like at the end of the day, they're going to work together to hide every piece of evidence. Shout out to Arwen. They were probably going hard for the SIM card on the phone. They're probably going hard for the SIM card on the phone. I'm trying to see what that means. They were probably going hard for the SIM card on the phone. As far as trying to get it or trying to hide it. But okay. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. So let me play this. And I just want to, since we were playing it, I want to show you guys what the other video actually sounds like and how differently it sounds with us.
Initially dove down on top of him and just was on him almost face to face, and then I'm on top of him up close. It squirted through my fingers and I could taste it on my lips. And I could taste it on my lips. And I could taste it on my lips. And I'm on top of him up close. It squirted through my fingers and I could taste it on my lips.
Without context, if nobody knows who this guy is, I was on top of him, looking down on him, and I stuck my finger in there. And he squirted.
Oh my God!
In my face, and I could taste it on my lip.
Oh.
What? I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I like women.
You can't apply direct pressure to move either because it's the neck and there goes the airway.
Right.
And I can say this from my own experiences. When you apply direct pressure,
You can't apply direct pressure to move.
you do get squirted on. So yeah, you apply direct pressure. Next thing you know, you want to get squirted in the face. That part he's not lying about. So yeah, it's happened to me a few times. Just straight in face.
I could taste it on my lips. I could taste it on my lips. Get in. Charlie was a big man. Long.
What?
Oh man, this whole interview's got me in my head in a different way now.
Charlie was a big man. Long. Just working out of the kit right there. And
It's like everything he does is gay now.
you always, when you build a kit out like that, you build it to where the stuff you need the soonest or most important is on the outside, right? Packing, pressure, repack, it gets saturated.
Packing pressure.
You don't take it out, you just keep packing on top of it. I'm on my knees with the door open with my butt hanging out at the side, and I'm on my knees doing the medical.
Yo.
I mean, I don't even know. We didn't even finish that.
God.
We didn't even finish it.
We actually, since, shout out to Candace, since Candace brought this back up, I think we need to go back and go ahead and finish it.
Yes, we do.
And, without being silly, because I show you, I got the actual real video of what happened. So yeah, I think it'll be fun to actually just break it down and see if it's something that we missed.
Oh, definitely. And there's a Paramount Tactical one too that he did that Brian Harpole was on.
Okay, so is it some good stuff on that, or did he kind of like say the same thing?
There is some good stuff. I can just like clip the main parts because he does say some weird stuff on that one as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I gotta go. But thanks for having me on.
So you're about to go live now?
Oh, What time is it? Maybe in half an hour.
In half an hour. Okay, everybody make sure to follow Allie Top Files on Instagram and X, as well as YouTube. She's about to go live in a minute now because I'm about to go ahead and end this live. So everybody, let's all go over to Allie's live.
I didn't make the thumbnail yet, but yeah.
You ain't even come on, Allie.
I'm doing it now.
Okay. So everybody, she's about to put together a thumbnail. So make sure to go to Allie Top Files and subscribe to her channel. So when she actually puts the thumbnail together, it'll show up on the thing. Oh, I thought she was ready.
No, it wouldn't take my. It said my thumbnail was too large, so now I got to fix it. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it does that.
it happens like that. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and finish doing what you're doing, and all of us will come over there and spam your chat.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one.
See you later.
Bye. Bye.
All right, so let's keep going.
Photo from inside Charlie Kirk's SUV is creating a lot of speculation about what it might be and what that means for the current mainstream narrative. The top photo is inside the SUV that took Charlie to the hospital on September 10th. The bottom is a photo of an exploded lithium battery inside a plastic electronics case. And this is a piece from inside the SUV that could possibly have a USB icon on it.
In order to operate this microphone.
Oh, we played this already. Okay. Let me see. I want to play the last part of this because we played the first part of this already.
Under his right nipple.
So let's see.
You wouldn't know which one it is. You'd have no idea. Is it the Rode microphone that was up here under his shirt? Or is it something that was down here under his right nipple? And it's somehow attached to this, and it makes a big bang, or it explodes, or it has some sort of directional charge. I prefer directional charge from shape charge. Shape charge has a specific meaning that I don't.
Because I want you guys to listen to Barron's theory about how something over here exploded and it affected over here. And it's an interesting theory. And I think this is the first time I've heard this particular theory.
I think applies here, but I think directional charge is very accurate. And it explodes, and it's gone, and it's broken. You can see in the video footage a microphone-looking thing fall down into his shirt. But if you look at that image, you'll see something about this big was covering his chest. And it would have been a perfect place to mount something this big on top of it. I think it hit his necklace.
His necklace.
It came out and it hit his necklace and sent his necklace up at a very high rate of speed.
So Barron is saying that there was something up here that we all seen, but it was something down here also. And when the one down here exploded, his necklace was kind of right here, and it knocked his necklace up because I think he had a charm on it, and a charm hit his neck. And the way it looks, I don't think they intended for it to affect his neck. I think it was meant to just affect his chest, made it look like he was shot. And because if he was just shot right here and nothing happened to his neck, I don't think any of us would be running around trying to investigate this whole situation. I think because it happened the way it did, everything went haywire. And because everything went haywire, they had to repave everything because, well, no, I think they would have had to repave everything anyway. So let me show you what the repaver said, just in case anybody didn't see it.
Why do you think they excavated so much dirt? You think that they were trying to make sure they got any bullet fragments or anything that was in there?
I wasn't looking at it with that lens, dude.
Really?
I wasn't.
It didn't even cross your mind?
It didn't cross my mind. Here's the thing. You were saying stuff on social media. Everybody's saying stuff on social media.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I had been, I got so disheartened with social media because they just spin everything and they talk shit and fear mongering and hate sells. And I didn't want to see it. I knew there was videos out there. Right when I pulled into town when it happened, I Googled it and I saw the video from afar, right, of Charlie getting shot. And I thought, man, I don't want to see that shit. This guy got shot. You see it, you know he's probably dead or dying, right? I don't want to see somebody murdered, especially a good man, a father and a husband. So I hadn't been on social media. I had stayed away from it. My wife had been on it, and she was a wreck, bro. She was just, that was all it was. It's, I'm going to go help these guys. He's asking for help. They want to do it right. He framed it in the sense that, hey, we want this to be done right. So that's why I showed up. So, I mean, to do pavers correctly, you over excavate, you get rid of the top soil.
Oh, you do?
You do, 100%. Okay. You want to get a good base. And these guys had kind of, you know, there was two guys in charge and a ragtag crew. One of the guys was in charge of a state-owned facility in American Fork. And the other guy was in a maintenance groundskeeper on a facility in Provo. And these are the two guys I'm corresponding with. The first guy, you know, the second guy that I hadn't talked to on the phone basically said, hey, look, we're not talking to anybody. We're not saying anything to the media.
That right there is strange. We're not talking to anybody. We're not saying anything to the media. Why in the world would they have to say that to a paving service? It's a paving service. Think about that.
He says this is above our pay grade. The FBI and the state, the governor and the FBI. That's what they told me. The governor
and the FBI, to be honest with you, just an overarching comment, the FBI didn't even have anything, shouldn't have anything to do with this. The state can just deal with this. Why does the Federal Bureau of Investigation have to deal with this?
The FBI said they want this done by Monday, and we need to get it done. We're not asking.
So that right there shows you that they were trying to hide something. And I just want to play this again because I played this in the beginning, but I think Charlie Kirk died in the SUV.
Internet did its thing and took the license plate from the back of the SUV that transported Charlie Kirk to the hospital and found the VIN number and pulled the Carfax report, which tells us that this vehicle was first purchased in Utah on February 5th, 2025, just a few months before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And that date, February 5th, just sounded so familiar to me. And then it dawned on me, that is the exact date that the Utah FBI field office appointed their new director.
And that right there was my point earlier about how everybody in Utah, I would say everybody in a community, I would say, because not every single person, but everybody that would have anything to do with this or anybody that you would actually want to question about this whole Charlie Kirk situation, those people would stay on code. Those people would actually have the same story because they are a very close-knit, weird LDS community. And LDS stands for, well, is CLDS, Church of Latter-day Saints. So you already know Turning Point USA is all church. They work with all these different churches, right? And they're geofencing all these churches. So they hide behind the shield of we're the church, we're religious, we're this, we're that, right? So the Church of Latter-day Saints is literally how Utah in particular operates, and they all stay on code. They don't snitch on nobody. They work in unison. So no matter who it is you go see, they're not going to tell you anything. And this is part of the issue right here. And it's the reason why we can't get anywhere farther, because the locals won't tell anybody anything. Even the people that witnessed Charlie die, those people aren't really talking.
Just sounded so familiar to me. And then it dawned on me, that is the exact date that the Utah FBI field office appointed their new director. Now tell me, what are the odds of that? Especially since a GMC Yukon Denali is commonly used as an FBI vehicle at the local field offices. After the SUV was used to transport Charlie Kirk to the hospital, the captain's seats were removed and parts of the floorboard were stripped. Now, people are wondering why the SUV wasn't admitted as evidence, but as this person puts it, the SUV wasn't used in a crime, so there's no evidence in it.
But I actually think he died in the SUV, and if he died in the SUV has to be brought in as evidence. And not only did they get rid of the SUV, they got rid of the seats. So the seats were separated from the SUV. So if you're not going to use the SUV, you can at least use the seats for evidence, but you're not using neither, and you separated the two, and the man was laying on the damn seats, and you're not going to use the seats at least for evidence. You would think they took the seats out and used the seats as evidence, but no, they didn't use the seats or the SUV for evidence.
Well, then why not just get the car detailed? Why go to this length? The vehicle was then run through a car auction and purchased by its second owner to someone who lives in California. Now, somebody very, very close to me is in the auction car business and told me that is very odd.
What's up, Elizabeth?
To auction a car to somebody in California.
I want you to think about this. Let's see how far Utah is. How far is Utah from California? 12 hours. So whoever bought this car that lives in California from Utah, they have to drive it 12 hours. Why would they do that? So think about this. The people who bought it live in California. That's a 12-hour drive. Why? Like, why in the world? Why would you do that?
In California versus Utah, where the car was, because the transportation fee would be astronomical. But it crossed state.
So let's see how much the transportation fee would be. How much would it cost to transport a vehicle from Utah to California? Utah car shipping. Let's see. It would be over $1,000 to ship the car from Utah to California, just so you know, $1,000.
Lines, and then was inspected by Jessup Auto Plaza. The owner of that dealership just happens to be a retired United States Air Force captain. Now, there's a lot of weird things going on with this Denali, including the license plate that has the number 33 in it. What I want to know is who first purchased this vehicle in Utah in February? And why was it stripped down and auctioned off to an owner in a different state? As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
And shout out to her channel. Her page is WFF News. So I want to show you guys something before we get up out of here. And it's just a little bit more information on this situation. So let me do this. All right, boom. You guys can see it. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. So this is just more information on this situation. Shout out to Project Constitution, the SUV that carried Charlie Kirk to the hospital after being totaled by the insurance company was purchased at an auction at Jessup Auto Plaza. And I'm just reiterating what the young lady just said. So I don't want y'all saying, you just said this. I'm just going by what he's saying. I'm just reading this over because it's just a little bit more information. So instead of being held by Utah police or the FBI for forensic examination, the SUV was written off, auctioned, and sold to a random dealership across the country, which is in California now, which is freaking crazy. Any potential evidence inside that vehicle, blood patterns, possible explosive residue, bullet fragments, or other forensic material is now likely gone or compromised. This is the same vehicle that many have pointed out to be potentially containing key evidence supporting the exploding microphone theory. Yet it was allowed to leave the chain of custody and end up on a car lot in freaking California. How does something this important get totaled and sold off instead of being properly investigated. So this is the actual place in California called Jessup Auto Plaza. And this right here is the Carfax. So let's look at the Carfax real quick. All right, let's see. Hold on, let me make sure. Y'all can see my screen, right? Put a 1 in chat, y'all can see my screen. Put a 1 in chat, you can see my screen. Put a 1 in chat, y'all can see my screen. I just want to make sure. I'm going through all this and I want to make sure y'all can see. Can y'all see my screen? Put a 1 in chat. Hold on, because I don't see my chat. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure y'all can see. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at the Carfax together. All right, so right here, it says 2 previous owners. So that means Utah, on February 5th, they bought the car brand new for $73,000. Last owned in California, 11 detailed records available. No accidents reported. No accidents reported. Somebody died in the car. I guess that's not considered an accident because they killed them on purpose, but I digress. So it wasn't an accident. Structural damage, airbag deployment. Man dies in the car. That's not there. Okay, odometer brands. So right here, purchased in 2024. Huh? Wait. If it's only 2 owners, wait, maybe this Carfax is before it went to California, possibly? All right, let's just keep going. So now I'm a little confused because it's only said 2 owners, and 1 owner is the original owner, and they bought it in 2024. This is a little interesting. So AutoNation, Buick, GMC. That's crazy. I used to work for AutoNation. So right here. This is interesting. AutoNation, Buick, Tennessee. Buick, GMC in Colorado. Interesting. So that's in 2024. And then right here, we got it. So right here, 2024, California. So it was already in California. So wait. So this is some interesting information, y'all. Utah bought the car from California and then somebody bought it and took it back to California? Okay. December 2024, the car was originally in California, and somebody in Utah bought the car from California that was 12 hours away. So in 2025, February 5th, 2025, and then right here, February 10th, 2025, it was registered. So those are the 2 owners. So actually, this Carfax is not saying who the 3rd owner is right here. Okay. Auto auction. Lien, Westlake Financial, Los Angeles, California, y'all. Y'all see that, right? Oh, shit. What happened? All right, so hold on. I need to look at this. Damn it. Why is it stopping? Oh, okay. It just stops. Okay, let's see. All right, so right here, 4/30/2026. Wouldn't that be the 3rd owner then? April 30, 2026, California. That's weird. That's weird. That is weird. That is weird. All right, so let me put myself back on the big screen. So that is what I got. And I want to speak on something else. I'm going to do a live show tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And because I got some more, let me show y'all what I want to discuss probably tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, I want to talk about Venezuela and what's going on with Venezuela. And I want to say this to everybody. And I said this before, but everything is S trafficking. I want to leave that with you guys. Just a thought. Everything you see is S trafficking. Everything you see is has something to do with S trafficking. And tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to prove that to you. Okay. So you don't have to repeat it in chat, but everything you see is S trafficking. And I'm going to prove that to you tomorrow. All right. So make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to resubscribe to my channel because YouTube is unsubscribing people from everybody's channels. It's not just me. So hit the like button, resubscribe to my channel. And I'm going live tomorrow, and I'm going to get back to going live on a normal basis. I know I was working on some stuff. And so where's the video? All right. So I will see y'all tomorrow, but check out my card game.
If you had one wish involving us, what would it be? That we got along better. Okay. The day that you told me, like, I was so happy for you, my mindset toward you completely changed. Like, I think after you had her, you realized like how hard it is to be a mom. And like when you look back at things that maybe like made you mad at me, you realize like, okay, well, that is hard.
Just bought this mother-daughter card game because I came to the realization that my issues with my mom are not resolved, so I decided to do something about it. Just played this card game with my mom and we both literally broke down crying. Here's the card game right here. Buy it. Every woman needs this. You won't regret it.
All right, so if you are subscribed to my channel, say subscribed in the chat because like I said, YouTube is unsubscribing people from channels. I don't know why YouTube would do that. I have no idea. But to help drop links. Hold on, I'll make you a mod. So everybody in the chat say subscribed. If you are subscribed in the chat right now, do you need mods? Yes, I need mods because I got mods in here, but yeah, I'll make you a mod. So give me a second, Jeannie, but thank you for wanting to be a mod. I'll make you a mod right now. But say subscribed in the chat if you are subscribed, or resubscribed if you found yourself having to resubscribe to my channel.
This just in, a new way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions.
Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
And somebody is saying my card game link isn't showing up in the chat. It shows up in my chat. Like, I don't know if you could see this right here. You see it's blue right here. So the link is showing up. And if I can. Oh, what the hell? Y'all are saying the link is not working. Okay, got it. Damn. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't understand what y'all are saying. You were saying the link is not showing up. The actual link is messing up. Okay. Got it. So I'll work on that, and thank y'all for letting me know. But if you want to buy my card game, the link is under this video also, and I'll fix the link. So let me know that it's not. Thank you for letting me know it wasn't working. So now I got to look at that, because sometimes links don't work. Yeah, something's wrong. But you can buy my card game with the link under this video. So go under this video and you'll see the link and you can get it from there. So I'll talk to y'all later and see y'all tomorrow.